I'm going to walk through an app that I built using Cursor and Streamlit. I've taken a number of prompt engineering and AI courses from the likes of Google, OpenAI, Learn Prompting, and Stanford Continued Learning, and I thought I'd build something as sort of a pseudo final project for myself. Okay, let's start with the model evaluation tab. This page is designed for side-by-side comparisons of multiple LLMs on a single prompt. The goal here is to help users make data-driven decisions about which model performs best based on what matters to them. Model evaluations are becoming increasingly important as teams rely on AI for real use cases. Choosing the right model can impact accuracy, cost, and trust. And as models evolve quickly, continuous evaluation becomes essential, especially for teams building applications and entire businesses on top of these models. What worked well last month might not be the best choice today. So whether you're an AI PM or just a protective parent, it's important to keep evaluating and as you build, deploy, and rely on these models in any way. Okay, for example, imagine I'm a parent trying to figure out which model explains best to my first grader. I can create a custom judge called first grader. I can define the role and the goal of the judge along with the rubric that focuses on things like simplicity and tone and analogies. 4.0 will propose a rubric for you based on the role and the goal that you set. For this judge and others that I've already created, I can always view and edit every piece. I can also view my scoring, which is a list of few-shot exemplars that are tacked on to the end of each judge's system prompt. Hopefully this helps fine-tune the judge's score to be a little bit more like you would score. And once I choose the judges, pick the models I want to evaluate, and assign my weights for each of the judges. Here, the app fans out API calls in parallel, scores each response. For now, I'm using 4.0 as the judge model, and it's going to return a ranked leaderboard with an executive summary. Okay, here's what I get back. Clean executive summary, a breakdown of resource efficiency per judge scores, the weighted score, and the standard deviation for when you inevitably run this test many times. For this example, I'm just running it once, but I've made it possible to choose the number of runs and the model temperature if you'd like. Below, I can expand to see the full model responses, the judge's rationale, and even override a score if I disagree with it. No matter how intricate your system prompt, I feel like it's always important to have a human in the loop and be able to give that feedback. And if I do give feedback here, the edited rationale and score will be added to my scoring, so the judge continues to learn what good looks like to you. If I was running this multiple times, I'd probably come down to this history tab where I can just export this data as a CSV and do further analysis if need be. Okay, now let's switch over to the prompt evaluation tab. Here, I'm going to type or paste a prompt that I'd be giving to any LLM. Let's start with something super vague, like develop a presentation on climate change with focus on solutions. Okay, the model's going to analyze my prompt, identifies weak points, and asks clarifying questions to enhance the prompt. Stuff like who's the audience, what's the tone, how long should the talk be. Context is king, and adding more of it will produce a much better output from whatever model you're using. After this back and forth, I can click Enhance Prompt. I'll paste these to a sticky so you can see the difference. You also get a breakdown as to why this prompt will get you a better output. It's now targeted at Davos leaders, includes runtime, multimedia suggestions, and even ideas for quotes and case studies, all tailored to the context that I provided. Okay, ultimately, this is just a quick prototype, but it taught me a ton about designing LLM workflows and evaluations. It gave me hands-on experience building workflows with clear roles, feedback mechanisms, and the ability to learn over time through human-in-the-loop guidance and few-shot learning. So whether it's a parent vetting models for their kid or a PM refining a prompt for internal tools, the core idea is the same. It's define what good looks like to you, evaluate clearly, and iterate fast. Okay, thanks so much for watching.